G'day YouTube, welcome back to another video of mine. It's well into repotting season at the moment and I am starting to get through my trees. I don't necessarily always have big trees. This is quite a small little mini, barely one-hander. Hopefully you can see that nice and clear. It's quite a small little tree, but I found in summer it was starting to, the water wasn't getting through as freely, so that tells me needs to be repotted. So usually a job like this takes me about 5 minutes to do, barely that usually. It's quite quick and easy, but I want to walk you through it today. So I'm going to take you through a live, well not a live, but a video of me just working through it and trying to explain what I'm doing. I'm not going to trim it or anything like that. It's quite a nice little tree, natural looking tree, nice roots, nagari. Nagari, the exposed root style. But I love this. I love this pot. This is a handmade pot from a Melbourne potter, Marg Fenn. So thanks, Marg. This is a beautiful little blue pot that goes really well with this tree. Lovely glaze on that. So Melbourne's got some great potters, and Australia in general has some great potters. But yeah, this is a nice little tree. It's going to go straight back into this pot as well. Yeah, so it's just making sure I get the angle right when I put it back in, having a look, taking the tree out of the pot and seeing what's underneath. So let's get started. So I'm going to try and work very quickly to show you what really happens. First thing I do is quite easy to use, it's quite light and easy to work on and use. Let me just make sure you guys can see that clearly. I might zoom out a little just so you can see what I'm doing. So first thing I do, the tree's tied in, so lift it up. I usually get rid of the two things that are tying it together, and they should just come out. The whole tree just comes out actually, but I want to get these wires out. So just show you, it's quite solid. The roots, as you can see, quite compact. It's nice and firm. But watch it. Even the mesh got caught in it. You can see that. But when I actually clear this up, watch it just fall away because I'm using such. To show you how it happens. Oh, actually, what I do, I usually leave the tree alone, and guess what? I fix the pot again. Make sure the pot's always ready. So this just fell out. So I just fix this up. Try and get rid of all the muck as much as I can. I'm a bit lazy. You could always go and wash this clearly off or use another one. Don't need to. I just bang straight back in, push it back down, and it's ready to go. This is great pot because look at the hole, how many tie holes I've got in there to tie the tree. So I get my wire ready to tie it up. I just need two different ties in that I'll put in. So you can see, you can work quite quickly. I mean, if I wasn't talking and explaining, this would be even quicker, but you can see, yep, one's in. Make sure I usually just tie them together so I can remember which ones are which, that tied in together. And I'll probably go. I have slightly longer wires because this is a taller tree, because the roots you want to get higher up on the tree to tie it in as well. So that's probably why I've got it slightly longer. Again, tie the two wires that I'm going to use to tie it together. So now my pot's ready. It's pretty nice and clean. On the outside it's pretty clean. Love that glaze. Beautiful little pot. Now I just use my hands to work all this out. Pretty easy. It just falls away. I don't usually use my root things here, because it's so small. I just use my chopsticks to get rid of this soil. actually just falls away. You see the long roots that have actually formed. So what I will do, I have to actually cut away, is I'll go and use my hose to wash out the roots. Just it helps with getting rid of the fine particles. So I wanted to do this fully live, but I've got to step away just for a little bit and give the roots a wash. So you can see having all these roots growing in that little pot can get it congested, and that's why the water wasn't as flowing as well. So you can see that is it. That's it. That's all. Pretty much the soil's come right off it. Gorgeous little tree. Maybe it's going to go in the show this year if it looks good. Beautiful. I reckon it does. So I'll give it a little bit of a trim, because these, you don't need these long ones. You don't need the fine stuff. So actually, I'm selective, quite selective. Usually you just go chopped all the way around. You could do that. Might have to do a little bit of that. But just the big heavy ones are gone. Leave the fine ones. You know, maybe a little bit more. I'll try and look for the heavier ones rather than just. So there's some heavy ones in the bottom. You don't need the heavy ones. You need the fine ones that feed the tree. See that heavy one? Another one. Yeah. There you go. I'm just going to give it a little wash, and then I'll be back. Alright, so I gave it a nice rinsing. You can see now the nice healthy roots. The tree's ready for repotting. Just put that aside a little bit. Get back to the pot. Make sure that's ready to go. This pot's really nice at any angle that you look. I try with these pots. I don't know. I think I like to see the 2 feet, so I'm trying to get the middle, you know, somewhere there. I don't know if I like the front with the foot there. I like the foot. I like to see the 2 feet. So I'm trying to get the middle in there. So with these little trees, you want to get the pot. You want to get it in the right spot. Really, that's the hardest bit with this root pot, is getting it right in the perfect spot. So I just start as always. Put a bit of soil. You don't need much. You can see my mix is nice and round it up a little bit. Now I'm just going to have to look at this myself. So I'm trying to get it, trying to line it with that hole, with that gap between the legs. And see if that sits. A little bit more soil in there. Okay, so I like it like that, something like that. It's coming obviously from the sides, coming forward a little, which is good. So now it's about tying the tree in. So what I like to go is go in between through the roots with my ties. So go in there, get nice and tight, turn to the back. Twist it a little, and you don't probably need your pliers for this. Is like I can lift that already. So smaller trees are much easier to wire in. So this guy probably not needed, to be honest, because that one's really held it well. But I might go into the back of that tree. Better be safe and sorry. Might go behind. It's very cold in Melbourne all of a sudden. Well, not all of a the sun. That's why it's cold in winter. Hands are really cold at the moment. So, again, I'm just gonna twist this with my hands. It's such a little tree, don't need too much. Cut the extra wires off. Let's have a look. So there you go. That's pretty much it. Now I'll just fill it up with soil, and I really like it. Yeah, really cute. Really nice little tree in a beautiful little pot. Now let's just get the soil in. Sometimes I with my hands. I do have a root, I do have a scooper somewhere. Let's use this. So I always got my chopstick ready, just to work it in. This won't need as much work as other bigger trees. This is quite easy to work this in. A bit more. Just, wiggle with the chopstick until it feels nice and solid. I sometimes like to give the tree a little tap. When that happens, lets all the little gaps get filled with the smaller particles. So it's getting pretty firm. I use this hand, the chopstick to push in, and this hand to press down the components of the soil into those gaps. I'm going to give it a little wiggle. Clean up a little. And there you go. That didn't take long. I was explaining a lot, but you can imagine if you're just working away, working hard, you can pretty much pull that off in 5 minutes. As you can see, have your things ready, have your tools ready, have your soil ready, have your wire ready. Really, that's about all you need. Just got to make sure you get the right alignment in the pot that you want. So I like to have it cascades more. Just a nice little semi cascade there. I'd like to make this. Yeah, just got to fill it out a bit more over the coming years. It's a very slow. I like it in this small pot because it makes it. The leaves on this tree are tiny now. It's really good. Oh, sorry, should have mentioned. It's a Chinese elm. Totally forgot. Oops, totally forgot. Chinese elm. Very nice little slow growing. You can see the normal Chinese elm roots have over the years come up, and I've tied them together, making a more interesting nagari style. So yeah, so Chinese elm in a nice, lovely handmade blue two-tone pot. Nice glaze. I really like it. But you can see repotting is quite easy and quite quick. So as always, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to make a lot more, so please subscribe to my channel and you'll see updates of new videos all the time. Thanks guys, see you next time.